Hello, welcome to Board Games with Niramas. I'm Joseph and I'm here today with Drako, of course. He's excited because we are going to play Spirit Island. Spirit Island is a cooperative game. It's sort of a... we're the spirits. We're going to play one spirit each. They are very different. And we're going to try to cooperate using the different powers that we have to protect this island down here from the invaders. This is sort of like Settlers of Catan in reverse. Because these settlers will come here, they will build these towns and cities, try to explore the island, and we, as the spirits of the island, we will try to protect it and help out the Dahans, these sort of native people that live here. I think I would just call them the mushrooms, because this really looks like a little cute mushroom. Their huts, I love those, those components. And we have our influence here. I am the water spirit. Or sort of river surges in sunlight. So I'm the red player, I have my influence out here, and since I'm the water spirit, my special thing is this little one little marker out here means that I have a sanctuary. It's the same that it's if Drako had two on top of each other. And as you see down here, we have these more markers that we will increase our influence, and we get to choose where we remove them. So do we want to get more energy from here, or do we want to be able to play more cards? We remove them from here. So it's that system. It's a system that I like in games where you remove something, you get whatever is underneath there. So we have these really cool components as well. They will build these cities or towns, and these are the cities. And they will also send out explorers. These little guys go out on the map and make life hard for us. And we have to try to stop them. We will win if we can meet a certain demand, get rid of enough of them. They will win if we don't have the presence here left, or if the time runs out. Basically, it's like a time here on the decks over here. Drako, he's over here. He wanted to be the firespirit, obviously. And he also has his little super cute glass Drako meeple by Gaming Glass and Jennifer Ham. So we'll just see that this is his board. He will have that from now on in games. He just loves it. Because he want to be over there holding the box as well, and he's just shouting commands to me. We start with 4 cards each. Different powers that we can play. The powers are divided into 2 different kinds. It's the red circle and the blue circle, which is the fast and the slow, and you'll see how that changes up the game depending on what we play as we go. So let's get into the game. We'll play 2-player style as usual, and the first thing that happens is that the Invaders, they will do some exploration. That's the first thing. So they will explore in waterlands, and then we put the card here so that we know that they will be building in waterlands later on, and then they will be ravaging in waterlands, and then the card goes out and it sort of moves along like this. And if the cards run out, we lose the game. So they are going into waterlands, and they will go and explore anywhere that it's adjacent to the coast. This is the coast down here, and on the other side, or adjacent to where they have a building, so they can send out guys, explorers here. So basically, most of the time they go everywhere. Sometimes you can get rid of them enough so that they don't explore. Over here, so that they don't explore in all the lands. But it's there's like these are 2 boards like this. So we each have a board at the startup because we're 2 players. And there's 2 of every kind of terrain on it. If you were 3 or 4 players, you would have more boards, of course. Really nice system, and they are like double-sided as well, so you can switch them over and get a more, realistic graphic on the other side. But it's easier to see it this way. So that's the first thing that happens. Now we go through different stages, and it's really nice turn order cards and such. We turn the play rate cards here. So first we have the spirit phase, and we'll do growth. So we're going to grow, we're going to get stronger, and we get to choose one of these. So I have 3 different options here. I get to pick one of those to grow. I can reclaim cards. If I played my cards, I need to get them back because they will go to the discard. The way to get them back is to reclaim them. I can gain new power cards also with this action, and I can gain energy. Here I can add 2 presence, each one distance away from where I'm already at. And over here I can gain a new power card. I can sort of build up my deck, get better cards, better powers. And I can also add a presence 2 spaces away from where I am. And I think that's No, I'm gonna go with this one. 2 presents. So I'll take 2 presents. I can take any of these discs, either here or here. I'll take 1 from each. So now I'll start generating 2 energy instead of 1, and I can play 2 cards instead of 1, and that's really nice. So I can find more combos in my cards. So both of these have to go 1 step away from where I already have a presence. And now they're going to be in Waterlands and all that. And you want to have presence close by because your cards have a range. So for some things you only have a range of 1. Then in this case I can only reach these that are adjacent. I want to spread out so that I can reach more places. So I think I'll go here. That's 1 away from that. And then I'll go here. Or maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, I'll go here. That's 1 away from that. So I did my growth. And the second thing that happens, well, this is done simultaneously, by the way, which really speeds up the game. Everybody does it at the same time. So I'm helping out Drako. We'll do it 1 by 1 here, but then I'll get my energy. So I'll get 2 energy. And now I can play 2 cards. So let's see. I have Flash Floods. 1 range away from where I am. It's a fast power, so it will happen early in the game, before the Invaders act instead of after. This will do 1 damage, and if the target land is coastal, it will be an extra damage. Everything in the game has a health and an attack value, so this guy is 1, obviously. The city here is 3. If I would hit this for 1, then it would go down like this, indicating, well, like, what is it, like this? Indicating that it has, I don't know. It's supposed to be able, yeah, now it has like 2 health, and if it goes there, it only has 1 health. So, but it will heal at the end of the round. So I really need to kill it off. Anyhow, River's Bounty. I could gather some mushroom guys, which is nice because they will fight as well. They will help me fighting. I could do Boon of Vigor, again in energy. If I target myself, I could target. I can target Drako, and then I get an energy per power card that he played this turn, so I can get a lot of energy this way. So let's see, I think Drako will be playing, yeah, I think Drako will be playing 3 cards. So I think I'll do this Boon of Vigor for sure, because that's the way for me to boost up my energy early, so I'll play that one. It costs 0, so it's okay. And I can play 1 more, and I'll play this Flash Floods. As well, and that costs 2, so I'll just put the energy cost right on the card here so I keep track of what I paid for it. So that's my powers. I'll play them now as Draco's growth action. So I think Drako, for his growth action, he's going to add 1 presence, and he's going to take it from here. So now he can play 3 cards. He started with 2, but he doesn't have that much energy income on the other hand. But then he adds 1 present, he also gets 3 energy, so that's why he's doing it. It gets a lot of energy there. So here we go, that's his energy, and where does he want to place this one? Now Drako, in order to get the Sanctuary, which is sort of Sacred Grounds or whatever it's called, to get it stronger, he has to, like, he can place it on top like that. Now he has a Sacred Ground, which means that he can activate some powers that he couldn't do otherwise. I think he'll do that. Yeah, he'll do that. It's 1 away, but it's like up to 1, so he can do 0. He's also over there. He started at 2 places. Also, as you can see out here, there's some blight out here on the map. Now, if areas get blighted, it's sort of like, well, if this area gets blighted, then Drako loses 1 of his discs. That's the way we lose discs. Well, you'll see that later. Anyhow, Drako plays his presence, and now he'll get his energy, which is just 1. That's why he took the 3 there. And now he gets to play 3 cards. And the thing is, he wants to do that because I'm playing the Boon of Vigor, and I'll get energy for every card that he's playing. So because I'm targeting him. So there's a lot of cooperation in this game. You have to like talk through with each other. What are you gonna play, and what can I play? Can we combo off each other, and so on. So let's see, a Raging Storm. And the thing is, this is a slow card. It has a little turtle symbol and the blue. But Draco's special power is for every wind symbol he has. These are like element symbols out here. I'll explain more later. For every wind symbol he has, he can turn that into a fast card. So that's really nice. And that's 1 damage to each invader. Let's see the cost though. Yeah, he can't play it because, yeah, it's too expensive. Well, it's not if you play. It doesn't need to play. This is a way for him to give me to make my slow powers fast. That's really nice as well. But he only has 4 energy. He can't play. That's kind of bad. Okay, so I think, yeah, he's not going to play that one. He's going to play these 3. So you'll see them as we go. There's 2 energy for that. 1 for that. And 0 for that. Okay. So he's done with his cards and his play. And now we go to the next phase, which is the fast powers. Now we will play all the powers that are fast before the invaders get to go. So I'll take a look at my board. I have 2 here. Both of them are fast. So I'll do this one. I'll target Drako, and he's playing 3 cards. So I'll get 3 energy for that. That is awesome. And that's done. So we just rotate it a bit like this. And this one, I'll pay my 2 energy here. And then I'll do the flash floods. And so 1 away from where I am, I can do 1 damage. But if the target land is coastal, I'll do an extra damage. And now we know that they're going to be building in the waterland, so we want to get them out of there. The problem is though, if I target this one, I can do 2 damage. So basically I can kill this guy and I can hurt this city, but it doesn't really matter because it will just heal up at the end of the turn anyway. So I think I will go for this guy. 1 damage, I will take him out. Now, if it was coastal, I would get an extra, but it doesn't really matter right now. So I took that guy out, and now that was my action. And now it's Drako's turn. And if I would have taken out, I could have taken this out instead. No, that's only 1 damage. But let's say I had taken this out somehow, then that would have generated fear as well. Because that's also a way that we can affect them and sort of hasten our win, is to put fear in the hearts of men and make them scared of us and make them want to leave the island. So Drako, his fast powers, well, all of his powers are fast because he has this special ability since he's the firespirit. Or lightning swift strike. Okay, so he'll do this one. And he'll pay for that. And now he's generating fear. He's making them scared because he's flying out here. Fire dragon, of course. Well, you wouldn't be scared of that little guy. But anyhow. So he's generating 1 fear. We'll put 1 fear down here in the generated fear spot. And we have 4 fear for each player. Once all of them are down here, we'll get one of the fear cards, which is really nice. Special bonuses powers for us at 1 time. And this one also lets him destroy 1 town. But it has to be in range 2 from one of his sacred grounds, where he has 2 discs on top of each other. And that's why he made this over here. So now he can destroy a town here. He will destroy this one. And since it's a town, he's destroying it. We also generate 1 more fear. They get scared because, yeah. Okay, so that was that card. Now we go to his other cards here. So he has the Harbingers of the Lightning. So he can push up to 2 Dahans. So basically it's a range of 1. So he chooses a spot. Like he could choose this one, and from this he can push. If it's pull, then he can pull them in, or gather as it's called in this game. But if it's pull, then he has to choose somewhere and then he can push them away. And that's good because you want to move these guys, the mushroom guys, around, because then they can help you out. And if he pushes them into a land that has a town or a city, he will also generate the fear. So I think yeah, he'll just choose this one, push this guy in here, because there's a town here. They are afraid there's coming natives coming here. Generates 1 more fear, so that's good. So Drako generated some fear, believe it or not. And then he does his lightning boon, and he basically just did this to give me energy, because this means that he can make my powers fast. But they were already fast, so he just played this to give me 1 more energy, basically. Because, yeah. Okay, so that was Drako's fast powers, and now we go to the Invader phase. And in the Invader phase, the first thing that happens is that we're going to do blighted island effects. And over here, we have a healthy island right now. But if these blights move out, and the blight move out if the enemy attack a terrain type or a land for 2 damage, then they also cause blight. And if all of these go away, those 4, then we get blighted island, which is not good for us. Then we get a bad effect every round. But it's not active now, it's healthy, so nothing happens. So now we go to the fear effects. Well, we haven't generated enough fear to have any fear effects yet, so that doesn't happen. And now we go to Ravage. Ravage doesn't happen in the first round because there's no sort of it's going to build up as we keep going. But then we go to build, so you go from left to right basically. And they're going to build in the wetlands. And to build, they have to have someone there to build, of course. And if there's no building there already, they're going to build a small one, the 2 health point or 2 attack point town. So they'll build that there and there. And I got this guy out of here, so they're not going to build there. But over here, they're going to build town as well, because there's already a city here. So there we go. So they built, and what happens then is that the cord slides over here. Next round, they are going to Ravage, which is attacking. They're going to attack the lands, which is not good. And then we take a new card here, and they're going to explore in the mountains. And now they're going to build in the mountains the next round. It's a really nice system. Okay, so mountain exploration. So they go over here because they're, it's close to here. They go over here because that one is still there. Should have gotten that out of there. Let's see, and they go here. Most of the time in the beginning they go in all 4 terrain spaces. So that was the sort of what's it called? The invader cards, or the invaders phase. That's what it's called. And now we go to the slow powers, and we don't have any slow powers really, except for Drako actually. Well, I actually have a slow power as well. I almost missed that. Because we have innate powers as well that are on our board. Special powers depending on which faction or sort of spirit we're playing. So I can do the massive flooding, and it's slow, so it happens now. Well, actually, I could have made that fast then with Draco's card. I forgot about that. Would that have helped? Yeah, that would have helped. No, it wouldn't really. Okay. So, because I've been playing... Now we take a look at these elemental symbols here, because I'll play 2 suns and 2 water. 1 sun and 2 water means I can push explorer or a town. If I had played more of these, which I will when I start unlocking more cards to play, then I could even have done 2 damage and push up to 3 of these. But now, right now I can push 1 explorer. It's range 1 away from where I have sacred grounds, which I have in the water. So 1 away. Well, we know that the next round they are going to be building in the mountains. So it's a good idea if I can get them out of the mountains. So I think 1 away from here, I'll go here and I'll push this guy into here. So I'm gathering a lot of people here at the same spot. I will try to take them all out at once, if possible. Okay, so that was my slow power, and the Drako has a slow power as well. And to be fair, it could have been a fast power because he had that feather as well here for it, but I forgot about it. Anyhow, so he can do his innate power, which is Thundering Destruction. And because he played 3 of these fire elementals and 2 feathers. Yeah. So he can destroy. Oh, that's awesome. Wow. Yeah, he really should have done this earlier, because then he could have yeah. Okay, anyhow, I'm not playing perfect now. I'm just showing how the game works. So he's going to be able to... No, it's range 1. Okay, so 1 away from where he is, his sacred ground is, he can destroy 1 of these towns. Yeah, so he'll just... yeah, I'll destroy this one. And that generates a fear as well, so that's awesome. And as I said, I should have done this as fast powers, but that's how it goes. So that was the slow powers, and now we go to time passes, which basically is just the cleanup. Because if we have certain effects, we can put our markers out here, like indicate that something special is going on here. Now I'll just remove those in the time passes. Also, the cards that we played go to the discard, and like that. Okay, so we're ready for the second round. And the first thing that happens is the spirit phase, where we do the growth first of all. So what do I want to do in growth? Now I only have 2 cards. This is to gather, let's see. Because they will ravage in the waterlands now. They will build in the mountains. So if I can, I want to get them out of the mountains. But now I have 2 slow powers. But Drako can make them fast. Yeah. So with this I can push them around. This would actually be... Oh, this is range 0 though. I have to be there where I gather them. Oh yeah, I can gather them here. I could get these guys in. They will help me in the fight. Oh, yeah, this is a good one over here. And this one, yeah, that would actually work out. Ooh, that's nice. That is nice. Okay, I have a plan, sort of. It's really complex, this game, so there's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, because... Okay, so I'll just play my cards, basically. But first of all, let's do growth. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because I'm thinking, do I need to get more stuff in here? So yeah, I'll do this one. For sure. I'll do gain power card and add a presence 2 away. So I'll gain a power card. And there's 2 stacks here. There's the major powers and there's the minor powers. And if I get a minor, I'll just take 4 cards and I choose one. But if I want to get a major, which is much more powerful, then I need to also forget sort of one of my older powers and get rid of one, which I think is really nice system, because that means you don't have a big stack and you have to sit here and go through all the cards. You sort of get better ones instead. So, you know, I'm gonna try something really fun here. I'm gonna go straight for a major power. So I'll go for... This is a bit crazy. You don't usually do this the first second turn, but I'll do it. So here we have Dominate, Claim, and these cost more power, of course, as well, but they're really strong. And what I'm looking for really is the water and sun symbols as well, so I could look for that. This is a tsunami, that's awesome. Oh, this is awesome. Wow, this will do 8 damage. Oh. This is so good. The problem is, cost 6, I have 3. I will get 2 more. No, I can't do this. But I want it for later for sure. Yeah, this is sort of my kind of power for the water spirit. So I'll get this one, the tsunami. Now I have to forget something else, so I think I'll get rid of this wash away. Yeah, I'm not playing perfect now in any regard. I'm just having fun. But if I could get that energy somehow. Oh. Yeah, you know what, let's cheat a little bit. Let's say that I did this growth action instead of this one. I haven't put up the thingy yet, so let's say I did this one. I would reclaim my card, so I get the cards back from the discard. I will get a power card, which I just got, and now I get 1 energy, because that means that then I get 2 from my energy income, so I have 6, so I can do the tsunami right away. So you get to see it. That's awesome. And I can also do a... Yeah, I can also do the reverse bounty as well, so that's cool. Okay, so I'll play these 2. This costs 6, that's expensive. So all my energy, but I think it's going to be worth it, because we're going to have a tsunami coming in, destroying the invaders. So Drako, what is he doing for his growth action? I think he only has 1 card, right? So he should reclaim his cards, of course. Yeah, that makes sense. So he reclaims cards, get these back, which is important as well, because remember, my powers over here, they are slow, and I want this to happen fast. So since Drako reclaimed them, he can play this one again, the lightning spoon that makes my power fast. So that's awesome. Okay, so he got his card back, and now he'll get a new power card. He's going to take a minor. He doesn't want to forget anything. He likes his 4 cards that he started with. So he gets to choose one of these, and he's looking for the fire and the wind symbol. Don't really get any of them. Oh, that's the fire. These weren't that good for him, I think. I'm not going to go through them because it's quite complex. But I think he'll go for this one, Call of the Dahan Ways. And that is basically that he gets to replace a explorer with the Dahan. It's really hard to get these mushroom guys in on the map. There's a bunch of them in storage, but it's hard to get them in. So this is a chance to do that. So that's why he's doing it. And if he's playing, so he has 2 of the night, the moon symbol, and he can replace a town with the Dahan. That's awesome, yeah. So that was Draco's, and he doesn't have to forget anything because he chose a minor power. Okay, so that was it, and now he also gets 1 energy from his chosen growth, and he gets 1 energy from his energy income, and he can play up to 3 cards. He's going to play the lightning spoon for sure because he wants to make my powers fast. So that's 1 energy, and then it's kind of tricky this. I think he wants to do this one because he can destroy that town before they ravage, so they don't do 2 damage. Because if they do 2 damage, this will do 2, this will do 1. If they do 2 in total, that will lead to the land being blighted. So he'll play this one. It costs 2. It's slow, but he's going to make it fast because of his special thing. And then he'll play this one as well. He can generate some fear there, so yeah. So that was his 3 cards played. I played 2. We got our income and all that, and now we will play the fast powers. So Drako will play this one, which will make my powers, 2 of my powers, fast. I have 2, so it's perfect. And then he will, we can do this. We don't have to do everything at once for 1 player. So he did that so that my powers became fast. So now I can do, let's see, I can do 8 damage. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I can take out everything over here in the waterland. But the thing is, this tsunami will also kill 2 Dahan. So first I'll do the river's bounty, which is to gather 2 Dahan. And I'll let's see, I have to go from 0, so I have to go from where I'm already am, which is, I can do it from here then. So I'll gather this guy over here so he doesn't get killed. And if there were 2 now, I would add 1. Oh, that would have been awesome. But yeah, there's only 1. Okay, it's okay. And now I'll do my big move. I'll pay my 6 energy for the tsunami. And now this is fast because of Drako. And it's 2 away from where I have presence or the sacred grounds, which is here. Or here even, 1, 2, yeah. So, and it has to be coastal as well. Some of these have certain, I mean, the tsunami can't happen in the midland. So I'll generate 2 fear. Obviously, there's a tsunami coming, and then I'll do 8 damage. That's just so cool. So 3, and because so I'll do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and because I killed these guys, I get 1, 2, 3 fear as well, and that means that all the fear up here is generated, and everything goes back, and then 1 more, and that means that one of these fear cards come out that you will see soon. It will happen in the next phase. So we clear that out. It's okay. They wanted to ravage, but they can't, and they can't do it either because it's all clear. So nice. I would also destroy 2 Dahans, but that didn't happen. So, wow, this is cool as well. If I had, like right now, I played 2 water symbols and 1 mountain. But if I had played 3 water and 2 mountains, then in each other coastal land on the same board, which is here, I would have generated fear and 4 damage. Wow. So I can really wipe everything on a coast out with the tsunami. That's so awesome. Okay. So that's done. They are gone. I took care of my side of the map. Let's see if Drako can handle the other one. Because now it's Draco's turn to play his fast powers. And remember, I do have, because I'm playing 1 sun and 2 water symbols, I do have this innate power as well. To push someone, but that's slow, so that comes later because Drako can only fire up 2 of my slow powers to be fast. But he can fire everything up for himself because he has this wind symbols. So basically this wind symbol will make his innate power fast because he has 3 fires and 2 wind, so he can destroy 1 town, range 1 from his sacred grounds, and he'll go from here to here and destroy this one. That generates 1 fear as well. And then he has his card here that lets him push 2 mushroom guys. And he'll generate a fear if he pushes them into where there's buildings. And it's range 1. Yeah, he'll just push these guys in here then. And that generates a fear because there's a city there. And then he does his shatter homesteads. It costs 2 energy. And let's see, he's range 2 from where he is, and he can destroy. Oh, he can destroy a town. Yeah, that works out. It generates 1 fear as well, so that's awesome. So 1 fear, and it's 1-2 away. He destroys this guy for that town, and that generates another fear. So we're building up the fear, and that's one way to win. I'll explain that a bit more actually, because right now to win we have to get rid of all the explorers, all the towns, all the cities. But as we work our way through this fear deck, we get down to level 2. Then we only have to destroy all the towns and the cities. If we get all the way down to 3, we only have to destroy the cities, the biggest ones. So that's how you win. You sort of work your way down through the fear deck, and that makes the endgame condition easier and easier as you go. So yeah, okay, so that was it. We did our fast powers, and now it's time for the Invader phase. And so the first thing that happens is blighted island effects, but the island is healthy, so it's all good. Now we'll do the fear effect. So now we should take a look at this card. And because we're at level 1 in that deck, we do the level 1 effect. Each player may push 1 explorer into a land with more cities or towns than the land it came from. Ooh, that's awesome, because that means that this... Well, yeah, I don't know. We could push this guy into here because there's more cities here than where he came from, right? The thing is, though, they're going to ravage here, and when they ravage, he's going to die. You can see how that works. So, yeah, I don't really have any use for this. Yeah, okay. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes these cards are really good, but it goes to the discard, and now we go to the ravage. So. They were ravaging waterlands. Over here it's clear, nothing happens. That's awesome. Here they were ravaged, but they only do 1 damage, so nothing really happens. They don't create any blight. Here they were ravaged for 1 damage. This Dahan guy, the mushroom, he has 2 health, so basically he gets hurt, but he's okay. He's not gonna die. But now, at the end of the attack, he will fight back if he's still alive. It doesn't happen at the same time, but since he's still alive, he's hurt, he will fight back for 2. He has 2 health and 2 attack, and this guy has 1 health, so he's killed. That's why I didn't want to move him, because now he got killed. And at the end of the cleanup, this guy will stand up. He will be okay again, so no worries, little glass Drako, it's all good. Okay, so that was it. Now we do the build in the mountain. Sadly, they will build some stuff, though. So they build a town there, and a town over here. And as you can see, here's 2 mushroom guys. So next turn they're going to, because now this will move like this, and now next turn they will ravage in the mountain. So they will do 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. It will take out these 2 guys and create blight, and they will not have a chance to fight back unless we can defend it somehow or clean some, kill some of these guys off. And so we'll see what happens. And now they will also explore, and they will go into the jungle. And later on in this deck, it will be two things on the same card, so they might do both jungle and mountain at the same time. But now they will do jungle, they will go over here. And they will not go over here, because they don't have... Yeah, they have a town there. Oh, sorry. And there... Here they go, because it's coastal, so they come with the boats, with the ships. Okay, so that was their thing, and now we'll do the slow powers. And Drako doesn't have any slow powers. I still have a slow power, though. I have this one to push someone. And we can see that they are going to build in the jungle. So why not? It has to be 1 away from... Yeah, why not push this guy over here? Because then they won't build here. So it's a lot about control, pushing them around, planning what's going to happen. You can see up here where they're going to act next. So that was it, and now as we do the cleanup, the cards go to discard and so on. But I think, I think you've seen most of it. You generate fear, you get the fear cards, you keep going, you try to, get to the easier win conditions where you can win by just killing off all these cities. Like right now, we only have 1 city on the board. So if we were at level 3 now in the fear deck, then we would just have to kill this guy and we would win. And you can use these mushroom guys to help you out fighting and so on. But they can be killed as well. You have to be careful with that. You keep adding your presence on the board, which also means that you get more and more cards to play. And you also get more energy. And also there's other stuff under here, like this one lets me reclaim a card each round, because if I unlock that. And then these are also the basic boards in the game. It comes with the base game. You get the sort of advanced, like this, I can show you here. Like this guy is considered complexity low, and it says how to set him up and so on. There's some story text as well, it's really cool. And what his power is good. He's good at defense and control. He's not that good at fear. Offense and control. He's not that good at fear and defense, and he's kind of good at utility. So they have really different powers, and that's what makes the replayability value really high on this game. And there's also some advanced one as well that has really complex stuff, really tricky. So I'll end the run through there. I hope that you got an idea on how this game plays. Really cool co-op game. It's really become one of my favorites here in a short time. And I'll be back with a solo playthrough where you can play this game solo with 2 characters. I've done that, well, sort of like I did now, but Drako was here. But also you can play it with just 1 character, which I think is kind of hard, because then you don't get any coordination. I'm going to try that out on video. So the next video that comes out here soon for this game is going to be the solo playthrough. And then I'll do a whole playthrough so you can see how that works. The whole game. So this was Spirit Island, kind of quick run through. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like on the video if you did, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. You can just click the red button down there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great evening or morning, or whenever you're watching this. Take care. Bye bye.
Be like Drako. Follow Board Games with Niramas on Facebook at BGW Niramas.